Hi everybody and welcome to Zero to Hero. That's the last seasonal championship for us in autumn of Series 8 in Forza Horizon 5, and this champ is cross country in B class, requiring us to drive a sport utility hero German made. And when I was looking at the car requirements, I thought, hey, didn't we just use something like that in the Trailblazer, the Barranca Trailblazer that drove so many people mad and caused an outcry on the forums and Discord that this is impossible to do? Now, we already know that it's possible, and we used this Macan with this same tune and this same paint in that Trailblazer quite successfully. 39.4 versus 35 requirement, or was it 39.3? In any case, something like that. So I figured I'm gonna use this same car, same tune in the seasonal championship. And here we are on the Airfield cross-country circuit, first lap of the 3, and we are in the 3rd position before the end of the lap. We're gonna try to change that to at least 2nd, which we just did. I think this part of this section just before the finish, this last corner, lacks one extra checkpoint. I don't usually cut a lot during the races just because I don't really like corner cutting much. I want to stay on intended track. But first of all, this is cross country, so the idea of the track is a little less relevant here, but also the cut there is just so huge and so obvious and so easy to do that not using it feels kinda stupid. So yeah, but I think this track could use a few more checkpoints in locations like that, just to enforce a little bit more of following the track. Though I have to say, sometimes when I watch videos of people setting really good times on cross-country tracks, the creativity they show when choosing the racing line, the path from checkpoint to checkpoint, it's almost like the track becomes a series of mini trailblazers. Not necessarily checkpoint to checkpoint, but finding the optimal path through a sector. And it's often a pleasure to see, but it's not something I think I would be particularly good at. I don't know. Nonetheless, call me old-fashioned, but I prefer to just drive on the track. And while saying that, I completely forgot where the track goes. For some reason, I anticipated on the last lap, mind you, that the track will go left, so I started driving left before realizing that no, I'm thinking about something completely different because the track goes right. And with that, we are approaching the finish of the first race. A little bit of a drift on the finish so that you see the brilliant livery by Stewie Design. And yep, finished first, completely as expected. The train of cars is a bit less than usual, so that's interesting. But let's go for the next one. So Ribera Rocosa cross country. This one is a sprint, which should make it shorter and a bit easier, though not that the previous one was hard. So driving the same Porsche Macan, same tune by Saino, the same one that we used in the Trailblazer. Off we go in the beginning. Let's see. I actually was passed by one of the AIs, but as you can imagine, they won't hold that for long. And if I remember right, this track, it will get us onto the... Yeah, it gets... That's the one. So it's kind of funny that as we get on the beach, there's a part of it that allows you to take a jump rather than drive on the beach. And AIs always do that. I don't know why, but they always, absolutely always do that. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. See, all of them. Maybe they consider this a shorter path, but the amount of time you lose jumping that is insane. But look at them, they are all flying, which is, you know, and everybody's driving SUVs, so huge heavy cars flying like birds, and that's nice. And I think, isn't there one more big jump in the very end of this track by the lighthouse? I think that's the one. So we're gonna see another flying AIs just there in a minute. We are what, 30% left of the track. Actually, they are way too close to me. This is something that keeps happening in the cross country. They're not fast enough to actually win, but they do lose a little bit less time than on the road. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like Forza. I wonder what would be left of the car if it made the jump in reality. It would probably lose all 4 wheels and the driver would have to be evacuated by helicopter to the nearest hospital. But luckily enough, games allow us to experiment with stuff that is impossible in life. And let's move on to the last race. Okay, for the final cross country. Let's go. Kinda a bit premature, let's go, but yeah. Okie doke. This one has another huge jump in the beginning, but yeah, for some reason I don't quite like it. Never. Anyways, let's race it. Let's see. I don't expect anything new. Yeah, hitting the guy. The reason I don't like this jump is, oh wow, that was a lot of loss of. I actually went to a stop, but that's not why I don't like this jump. I usually don't like it because if there's a little bit of a tight racing, which happens a lot because that's the very beginning of the track, so the cars don't have a chance yet to spread out. You hit somebody while immediately before doing a jump or while doing a jump, and you end up flying God knows where, you know, sideways in a different direction and so on, and that will mess up your race for a long time, especially if you, I mean, these AIs are obviously not a problem. You can recover from virtually anything, but you do that with humans and or on higher difficulties, and that loss of time, the messiness or potential messiness of the jump, it kind of makes you not like it. Similarly, I don't like, for same reasons, the urban cross-country circuit. Oh wow, again I forgot where the track goes completely, and this section here. Let's see if AIs can actually make it, because yeah, they all hit the wall, I guess expectedly so. A long stretch. These jumps like this, they are fine. You don't really risk anything there, but that big jump platform, that's what's not safe. But it did work this time, alright, so yeah. We are slowly approaching the stadium, not too slowly, close to 200 kilometers per hour. So that's a stadium, and the finish will be right there, right now. Finishing the last race of the championship. I don't know what's wrong with this racing line there. It always kind of goes up and jumps up, so kind of funny. Right, oh wow, look at that. Flying AIs in the very end. That's really funny. Well, on this funny note, I'm finishing this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.